Hello and welcome to the Wednesday News Show. Hugo once again is missing, so I'm here to hold the fort. It's becoming a habit, this. So a bunch of sport climbing news to get through today, and we're going to start with Babsi Zangerl repeating Speed Integral in Switzerland, her first ever 9A. The route is an extension of the classic Speed, an 8C climb that finishes 3/4 of a way up the wall. Speed Integral then continues as an 8A extension. It was first climbed in 2010. Awesome job, Babsi. I've watched her climb in Mellow Blocker before on the boulders there, and she's just so strong, always in control and super confident, so brilliant to see that send. I kind of predict if she's just got her first 9A that I don't think 9A plus or even 9B is far behind. Is she going to be the first female on the 9B counter for 2018? Time will tell. Sticking on our sport climbing theme, Jonathan Siegrist has just climbed Jumbo Love, this massive 9B in Las Vegas in the States. This monster 80-metre route was first climbed by Chris Sharma in 2008 and has seen few repeats. As well as the difficulty of the route, it's made harder by its inaccessibility, requiring a 10-mile drive through the desert and a 600-metre vertical hike up to reach the base of the mountain. Jonathan now has a string of 9A plus ascents to his name, and it's so cool to see him break into that higher grade boundary. And speaking of a higher grade boundary, you know what time it is. Now, last week we had a controversial discussion about the 9B counter, with Hugo arguing that Alex Megos' 9B plus send shouldn't go on the counter, and me arguing that it should get... Check this.
Whoa. This is a 9B plus?
Yeah, it's 9B counter.
Yeah, it's a 9B counter. This is a 9B plus.
If it's within the 9B grade, like...
It's not a 9B plus counter, it's a 9B counter.
So ideally, what you're saying is you want a 9B counter, a 9B plus counter, and then what, a 9C? Do we do a 10A counter just in case someone climbs it?
I mean, like, I think we could have made like a really hard route counter.
It's
we made a 9B counter. Like,
no, but
we didn't make a 9B
9...
plus count. Like, what? So basically, if Adamondo climbs another 9C, we're not going to put it on the not going to put it on.
No, it's not a 9B, but it's within the 9.
Why is it 9B
because
plus on?
Because a plus is a plus. It's still a 9B. It's just a 9B plus. It's within the 9B boundaries. So we asked you guys to have the deciding vote on this, and you unanimously almost voted for my opinion, which is he should be on the 9B counter. So we listened to you guys. He's on the 9B counter. I'm going to kick it. And as a sort of caveat towards Hugo here, I'm going to give it a special green circle to show that it's a 9B plus. Okay, so we need to add another bit because I haven't got for... Wait. Right, so this has been botched. So we've got Jonathan Siegrist, and I'm going to add it onto him. Yeah, this is very official now. Jonathan Siegrist is on the 9B counter, as is Alex Megos. Controversy over. In all seriousness, with the 9B counter, it has been quite interesting to see how many athletes have made it onto that list this year. Like, I know there's a lot of athletes climbing at that kind of level, but having it written down in front of you really brings it to your attention. When I was speaking to Adamondo in Spain, he was saying that he reckoned it would be years until 9C is climbed again, just because of the amount of effort that requires it. But I'm not sure he's right on that one. Like, the amount of athletes who are right there on 9B, the fact Megos did 9B plus with seemingly very little effort, I honestly think we might see 9C sooner than Adam thinks. Now, last week we were in the Czech Republic filming with a climbing brand called Singing Rock, and we did the usual kind of factory stuff tour with them, but we also went climbing on some Czech sandstone. The videos for that are coming soon. In fact, the first little quick draw gear show was Friday's gear show, so check that out if you haven't watched it. But here's a little teaser of what we got up to. Martin, you're a maniac. Got a machine over on the edge making a very great So part of that video was me trying to second one of the sandstone towers then. And so in Czech, you're not allowed to use gear, you use knotted slings. That I didn't really need to worry about, obviously, because I was seconding. But there's no chalk, and it has a habit of sort of sandbagging people who come, and I definitely got sandbagged. I found that climb an absolute battle of a climb. So if you want to watch the full video of that, that will be coming in a couple of weeks, but there's a lot of me falling off it. Talking about me climbing, we've got a sort of idea that we're starting to float around, which is that, well, Hugo mentioned a couple of news shows ago that I was having a go at trying to climb an 8A, and I found an 8A, and I am climbing it. And I just wanted to know if you guys fancied watching some videos of that, because I've always been a bit of a punter climber. My grades has never been anywhere near that, like I may be climbing sort of 7B kind of standard. So me stepping up to that 8A grade is a big step for me. So let me know in the comments below if you'd be interested to see a little movie about my process of working that route, if I do any training, what kind of gear I use, or let me know if you have no interest in that whatsoever, because we're deciding at the moment whether we should make a little movie of that. So yeah, let me know by commenting below. Moving on to the website, as usual, there's stuff appearing on the homepage, and remember our handpick from the web series, because that's where we constantly churn up new videos from the internet and put it all in one place so you can check it out. But one movie we've been producing and pushing at the moment is the Fontainebleau film. That's been up since last week, so I know Font from the main areas, you know, like Baskerville and Elephant and all those kind of main sectors, but hidden within those woods there's some real bouldering gems, and that's what this film's all about. So check out this teaser coming up, and if it inspires you, click on the link in the description below.
This time in Font has been maybe a bit more special to me, just because I realized that it has been 15 years that I've been bouldering. Nowadays, to me, it looks like normal to be always around searching for new stuff or go to repeat some of the best boulders in the world. But looking backward, it's very great if you think, you know, like being able to spend all the time and energy and money of your life just to do the stuff that you really want. I mean, like climbing the best stuff in the world, and it's great because I don't feel that I climb something because I have to, but more because it's very great to climb, and I still really enjoy this process of searching for something very pure and very natural.
Really cool film and well worth a watch if you haven't seen it. That's pretty much it for today. I'm about to drive off. In fact, when you're watching this, I will be driving off to La Sportiva's 90th birthday party. And if you want to follow all the behind the scenes action from that, go to our Instagram page, which is @EpicTV Climbing, and I'll be putting up live Instagram stories and stuff with that. And then after that event, I'm going to be hanging out with Stefano Gasolfi. So if you want me to ask him any questions on behalf of you guys, again, comment below, and I'll try to ask the great man himself. That's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.